Hi, I'm Munya Duvera, management consultant in Johannesburg, and today we're talking venture capital. What is it, what does it entail, and how does it impact and affect entrepreneurs and businesses, and how you can make use of it. So what is venture capital? Well, to begin with, venture capital is part and parcel of private equity, and I conducted a separate video on private equity, which you can find on this YouTube channel. So what is venture capital? Well, as the name suggests, venture capital is capital for your venture. It's capital for your venture. And venture capital is administered by venture capital firms. These are companies that pool money together from different investors to invest into businesses. So what type of businesses do venture capital firms invest in? Well, they invest in small, early stage, emerging companies. In other words, high growth potential companies. These are companies that have shown that they have a product that works, a service that works, and now they need money to take it to the next level. Venture capital firms rarely invest in startup businesses. Rarely do they do that. Therefore, if you're in the idea generation phase and you're still conceptualizing the idea, the product, the service, venture capital might not be for you. It's not always that they don't, but rarely do they do. They usually will go for small, early stage, emerging businesses. What is it called? Series A, B, C. This is how they differentiate the types and times of the investment. Therefore, if it's a company that is now in that phase where they need to bring in more employees, for an example, we can call it a Series A. It's that first money that is needed to grow the business. After the company has started, after the business has developed the product, after the products have been bought and the market has welcomed them, now the business needs more money. We call it Series A. Series B, Series C. It goes on like that. Next, money. They give the money for what? For equity. Look, these are not loans. Venture capital is not a loan. It is an exchange for an equity stake in the business, a percentage of the business, as you might put it. Next, expertise. This is essential. This is very important. Venture capital firms bring to the table more than just money. They bring their expertise. They bring their knowledge, their skill, and everything else that comes to help you succeed in your business. That is why you'll find in venture capital firms, most of the people that work there, or the owners of the business, are people that are proficient in business themselves. Because what they want to do is, in order for them to guarantee that their money, it's not 100%, but that money is going to come back, they want to be able to be in a position where they can assist in some way to help you run the business, make the business successful. Therefore, they bring their expertise, they bring their knowledge, they bring their connections. These are people that have been in business. These are people that know people, and they can help by introducing you to CEOs, introducing you to buyers in specific companies, government, etc. So outside of just the money, they bring expertise. Now, venture capital firms, who are they? And where do they get the money from? Where do they get the money to invest in? That's the important part. So it works like this. These are individuals that come together and they look for money from other investors. So, in most cases, they get money from institutional investors. Who are institutional investors? These are insurance companies. Have you ever wondered what happens to your money when you're insured or you're paying a premium monthly? One of the things insurance companies do is they take that money and they give it to people like venture capital firms for them to invest on their behalf. Therefore, one day when you go claim your insurance, they have made that money back times 100 from venture capital firms. So it's not only insurance companies, you've got endowments as well, university endowments, you've got government pension funds or private company pension funds. All these companies invest in venture capital firms. So I'm going to say that again to be clear. Venture capital firms get their money from other investors. They go out to insurance companies, to university endowments, to pension funds, and they get money from there. They use that same money to invest in businesses. Then, how do they make their money? Well, venture capital firms have a management fee. Usually it's 20% per year. It can differ depending on country, depending on firm as well. I know the rates in America are different from South Africa, but usually venture capital firms have a management fee that they take from the pool of the money that they were given by the investors. Usually take that yearly. It can be 2%, it can be 20%. And then as well, they make their money after the fund has closed. That means venture capital, when they get money from these investors, they have a period of time to invest that money. Usually it's about 10 years. After that 10 years, when they close the fund and return the money to insurance companies or endowments, etc., they get a piece of the profits. So if they collected 100 million rand and in 10 years they turned it into 1 billion, they can possibly get 10%, 20%, whatever the case may be. Oh, and the duration of fund. I'm not sure if you can see down there, but this is duration of VC fund, which is usually 10 years. Last but not least, where to find them. As an entrepreneur, your company is doing well, but you need money to grow to the next level. Where do you find them? Well, here in South Africa, most VC companies are found in Johannesburg and in Cape Town. Therefore, it's a matter of Googling. Just go on Google VCs, venture capital firms in Johannesburg, venture capital firms in Cape Town. You will find many of them. Contact them. They'll probably tell you to send them a business plan. Make sure you have a business plan. I've done a separate video on business plans, which you should watch if you haven't put together a business plan. It's very essential that you have one. Anyway, that's venture capital for you. I hope you've learned. I'm Munya Duvera, management consultant in Johannesburg. Follow me on Twitter at Munya Duvera, Instagram, Facebook, same handle. Give me a call, send me an email. Let's talk business.